Welcome back to another interesting tutorial. If you are new to my channel, you are welcome, and if you are my returning subscriber, I say thank you very much for always coming back to watch my video. So today's video is going to be on how to cut a circle dress and a balloon sleeves. It has a boat neck and it's very easy to make. So if this is what you like to learn, please stay tuned to the end of the video. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video. I'm using this beautiful satin fabric and I folded it into 4 in a triangular form. We are cutting the front and the back together, and it's going to have a boat neck and a pocket. So I'm using this pattern paper to illustrate to you how I folded it. It's 4 yards or a little bit more. So this is my 4 yards folded into 2 like this, and then I went ahead and folded it in a triangular form like this. So this is how I folded it. So this side here is the center front and the center back, and this side is the side. As you can see here, this open and then this is folded. So this is how I folded it. So let's start with the measurements. So I'm using 16 inches for the shoulder length, and then we are dividing the 16 inches by 2, which is 8 inches. So you find where the 8 inches fall on the folded part like this. You can see that. So this is our 8 inches, and I'm going to roll a line. So you roll your line, and this line becomes your shoulder line. This is your shoulder line where all the measurements will start from. So I mark the shoulder line, and the next thing to do is to take your neck measurement. So I'm using 4.5 for the neck width because it's a boat neck. So you can take 4.5, you can take 5, depending on the size. If you're on the small size, you can take 4.5. If you're on the bigger side, you can take 5 or 5.5. But in this case, I'm taking 4.5 for the boat neck, and I take 2.5 inches for the neck depth, and I'll connect it. On this 8 inches, I'm going to come down 1 inch for the shoulder slope, and I'm going to connect the 1 inch to the neck width. I'll then take the armhole length. So the armhole I'm using is 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'm taking 8 inches for the armhole length. I'm going to mark 8 inches that I took for the shoulder length. I'm going to bring the 8 inches on this line, and that is going to be our chest line. And I'm going to draw a line, and I'll connect from this shoulder slope to the 8 inches down with a straight line. So next, I'm going to put the bust divided by 4. That's quarter of my bust measurement on the chest line. My bust is 42 inches. Divided by 4 is 10.5. 10.5 inches here on the bust line. That's quarter of my bust measurement. Then I'll add 1.5 inch for ease, and then 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So the next thing to do is to create the armhole curve, and to do that, you find the midpoint of this armhole line, which is going to be 4 inches. Or you just take your tape and put it on your 8 inches and fold it like this to get your center line. So this is our center line, and I'm going to come in by 0.75. So this is for the front armhole. I'm coming in 0.75 like so. Then I'll take my ruler to draw the armhole. So you see, you take your curve ruler, that's your French curve, to draw the armhole. So this is our front armhole, like this. This is the good side of the fabric. I'm cutting on the good side for this tutorial sake, but if you are cutting on your fabric, please turn to the wrong side. Next is to create the back armhole. The back armhole, after dividing the armhole line into two, you just connect from this line straight to the armhole, like this. You connect from this line. This is the front armhole curve, and this is going to be the back armhole, because I'm cutting the front and the back together. So this is our back armhole, this is our front armhole. So the next thing to do now is to come to the shoulder slope and add half an inch for the joining allowance. So this is for the joining allowance, this is the half an inch. So the next thing to do now is to take the length of the dress. So I'm taking 40 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance, so 42 inches. So I place my tape here and mark 42 inches. Because I want it a bit longer, not to be like the one on the screen. 42 inches. You can measure from this shoulder line, or you can measure from the folded part so that you can get it correctly, but I'm using the shoulder line. 42 inches. So I'm going to mark the 42 inches all across and then connect the line. So I mark the 42 inches line all across the town. So as you can see on the screen, you can see that the picture of the dress is a little bit shaped to the waist side. So on the bust to the waist, it's not free, it's a bit tight. So what you do is you measure your waist, your shoulder to your waist. So my shoulder to my waist is 17 inches. So now we are going to connect from this mark here. You bring this line a bit towards the waist line, then you take it now all the way to the hemline. Hope you understand what I'm doing. You bring a little bit like this, you shape it a little bit, then you connect it all the way to the hemline. So I'll cut it now for you to see how it looks. I'll cut the neckline, then I'll cut the back armhole, then I'll cut the side. So can you see that this is our flare? So I'll pull out the back, I'll pull one out so that I can cut the front armhole like this. So this is the front. Let me open it for you to see. So I'll be cutting facing for the neckline. Here's the back. Is to attach the facings. So this is the front, and you attach the facing like so. So I'm going to attach the facing also to the back. So I'm going to do the same thing to the back. Then after, I'll join the shoulders. So now we cut the sleeves. So to cut the sleeve, because it's a balloon sleeve, we are going to be cutting it in a flare form, and it's going to have elastic around the sleeve. So I'm going to be folding it into a triangular form. So around my armhole is 16 inches divided by 2, which is 8 inches. So I'll find 8 inches here and I'll draw a line. This is 8 inches, and I'm going to draw a line. I come down 5 inches. Yeah, I draw a line. Then you measure your armhole exact. I'm taking the length of the sleeves, which is going to be 24 inches plus 1 inch for the elastic, so it's 24 inches. So I'm cutting 24 inches length. So this is our sleeve. I'm going to notch the shoulder part. So that we'll know where the center is. So the elastic is going to be here. I'll sew from the up to the bottom with half an inch, like so. And I'll do the same thing to this one. I'll go ahead and join the front and the back of the dress, and then come and show you the next thing to do. So guys, I'm done with the facing on the neckline and an iron hemming gun to hold the facing down neatly. So this is the wrong side, you can see that. So this is the right side, you can see that very neatly. So before joining the sides, I'll be attaching the pockets. So I will show you quickly how to cut the pocket, but if you want to know how to cut the pocket into details, I have the tutorial on my channel. You can go and search for it. So you can see that there's a notch here. So I mark from the shoulder to where the pocket will start from, and it's 18 inches. So let me cut the pocket. So we have these pieces to cut the pocket. Placing my hand on the fabric like this, because your hand is going to go in to the pocket like so. So I place my hand like this and I mark it. So this is our pocket, the 4 pieces. This is it, 1, 2 for each side. So let me pin it down quick. So guys, this is it. I've pinned down the pocket, pin the other side also down. So this is it. This is the other side also. So I'll go and stitch it, and then I'll come and show you how to join the sides. I'll also finish joining the sleeves. You can see I joined the sleeves on the side, and I hemmed it down where the elastic will pass through, and I left 1 inch open. This is where I'm going to pass the elastic through. The elastic, you will measure where you want your sleeves to end, and then you minus 1. That's what I did. I got 9 inches. So this is it. I don't have the white one, so I'm managing the black. Now that I've done fixing the pockets to the dress, I'll go ahead and shape it. So I'm taking 1 inch for the sewing allowance here. 1 inch. Hi darlings, you see how beautiful our dress is looking after joining the sides, and I went ahead and hemmed the down part. So you see how nice it looks. Very pretty. So our sleeve is ready. The next thing to do is to fix the sleeve, and then we finish with this dress. So you see the pocket. This is the pocket on the side. This is the pocket. You can see it. So nice, and it's a very beautiful dress, and it's easy to make. It doesn't take time. You see, this is our pocket on the right, and this is the other side pocket. You see, this is our pocket. How neat it looks. So what I'm going to do now is to fix the sleeves, and this is our sleeves after fixing the elastic. So I'll be fixing the sleeves on the dress, and then I'll come and show you the final look on me. We have come to the end of today's video. If you find this video helpful, please don't hesitate to hit on the like button and the share button, and also leave comment down below. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye. I love you.